Oh, she just really wanted to be here. So this is Daisy, everybody. I'd like you to meet Daisy Sky. She's been following me around a little bit today, I guess because I've been in the water and there's been a lot of people around. And she wanted to be part of the reading. Cats always are the transformers of energy. So. Okay, Daisy, say hi to everybody. Say goodbye. Okay, we're gonna go do our reading now. Thank you. All right. Okay, she's gonna go over here. And I have a squeaky chair today, so good luck to us. And we're going to do a pick a card reading for August 2018. I'm going to do a reading in between all of that. So what we're going to do first is you're going to pick a card, and you can see, oh my gosh. Okay, I just got out of the water. It's been kind of a crazy day. I live by the ocean, and so it's been really, really beautiful here, and I just got in for a swim, and I really wanted to do a reading for you while I was in that sort of energy of water and that emotion and the healing sort of womb of the sea. So that's what the energy is coming to you with now. And so let's see which one you resonate with. And with that card, I will actually go through the reading, and then at the end, I will show you the card that you had and you can apply it to the reading and how it worked for you. All right, here we go. So which one do you resonate? Is it this one? Is it this one? This is card number 2. And this is card number 3 for the month of August. I'm not looking at them, although I can see, oh, nice. All right, all 3 were great. So if you like this video, subscribe below. There's a little bell notification beside it. If you don't know what that means, it means if you push that and you're a subscriber, YouTube will say, hey, new video is up. And that's what the little bell is for, so it'll notify you. And if you want to share this with your friends, if you know anybody that's going through August and needing a little bit of guidance, this is what this is all about. Let's do it the Wild Woman way with the Wild Woman Mystery Cards, which is the Oracle deck we're using here. Let me show you the book. I don't have the box with me today. So that's the book that goes with it. And yeah, let's make sure that we see what's going on for us in August. I cannot wait. And tell me in the comments below, what was it like for you? All right, let's go. Hi Wild Woman, I'm Elizabeth McLeod. I'm the author and illustrator of the Wild Woman Mystery Cards. I'm a teacher and student of all things magical. And today we are going to do a reading for the Wild Woman for the month of August 2018. So the full moon this month is August 26th, and it is called the Sturgeon Moon or the Red Moon. Some parts call it the Grain Moon. It has many different names. I tell you all about why that happens and what happens in the alignment. How does that work? So just hang on to the end of the video. I just want to make sure we do the reading first, and then we'll apply it afterwards so you can see how do I want to align all this up and why is it important at that time? Because like the gravity and everything all kind of works, it makes sense, right? So let's see how that works. The first card that we pull is going to be the theme for the month. I'm going to use this deck right here, and you've already got your pick a cards. If you watched the intro, you saw the pick a cards, so it's already sitting right there beside me. I know what they are, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want this reading to be informed that way. I want you to be informed from the information we get from your spirit guide, and then you can see what it is that you need to apply. All right, so here we go. So the first card I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to see it. So you'll see the cards as you can see here. Now I'm going to pull a card, and Transformation. Okay, Transformation, that's the theme for the month. So it's very interesting that that's the theme for the month of August, because August is often a time where we just sit and relax. It's sort of a time where we take time off. A lot of the world goes on vacation, which, by the way, I will be actually not doing any new videos until September. This is the last one for the month of August, because that is what it is for me. The transformation that I get from that is that it's a time to rest and restore and to let your body go into that place that really needs to be taken care of so that you can transform into the woman that you want to be, into the being that makes you feel alive and full of heart. If you see, she's holding her heart. and enjoy the changing scenery, because we all go through these transformations. And with this card, it's like enjoy the changing scenery as you go along, because transformation is a beautiful thing. We want to transform into who we are. All right, so what do we need as guidance through that? How do we guide ourselves through the month of August? What will help us as we go along? Oh my gosh, lots of, well, this is interesting. This is transmutation. So in this deck, in my deck here, these two cards are change cards. So there would be the change card, which is, we have change every day. Then there would be transformation. Then there would be transition. And the final card of deep transformation or change is transmutation. If you see, she's holding a diamond, and that diamond comes from being a piece of coal, right? That's made clear under pressure. And what I think is interesting about right now, as we head into the month of August, I'm just sort of thinking about all of this. The month of August is a fascinating time because it's so, in this Western Hemisphere, it's hot and it's different. And the transmutation that I can feel from this time is that we need to restore ourselves, and that is the transmutation that we need. We need to let everything go through us. We need to go for swims. We need to, clear out the way, clear out the energy so that we can go into the sort of season of September ready and willing and clear. So that's a fascinating card to get in August. It's not exactly what I expected, but beautiful none the same, because when you take a vacation or when you rest or when the sun is out or when we have summer, that of course is a wonderful time to transform, transmute in a different kind of way. So what is the card that we need for grounding? Let me show you. What is the card that will ground this energy? Voice. All right, Wild Woman, the voice card. So listening to stories, letting other people tell your stories. Maybe you need to take some time by the water with your friends, do a little bit of storytelling about your life or about what's been happening for you, or maybe about other times in your life or the big changes that are happening, because transformation and transmutation both are cards of change and of heart. So it's a time to use your voice to tell your stories and listen to other stories so that you can be inspired by that as well. And then what would be the blessing that is in this time in the month of August? Meditation. So there is a requirement of getting still, taking a little bit of time to just really rest in the stillness of yourself, in the stillness of your time off, if you get some time off in August. But if you don't get time off, then sort of the energy of everybody sort of loving the summer over here in Western Canada anyways, and all across Canada and the States, taking some time to rest in the sort of summer sun of this time of year. It's beautiful. It's a time when we can really sort of let ourselves shine and relax a little bit and not be so bundled up. So the transformation that can happen at this time can be very different and very soothing. Like for me, I went, here's my hair still drying from the swim in the ocean filled with salt, and yet, it was just like, let's go for a swim, and off we went. And it's just a whole different way of making that transformation. So think of different ways you can transform in this month of August. It might be very gentle for you. It might be very nourishing and very meditative. So let's take a look quickly. I've got an itchy here. Let's take a look quickly at the cards. Card number one. If you got card number one, you got sacredness. This is the heart chakra. So it's like, live as if the sacred in all life matters. Like, really look at this time as a time where you can take the heart, the sacred, all of that with you through everything. So with a gentle kind of loving arms of the goddess, she can really be with you as you travel through this, and as you tell your stories. I can really feel sort of the energy of, it's really wonderful. I've just been swimming, so I feel like a bit of a conduit. So maybe even swimming might be helpful. I guess there's a reason why that was happening. So, maybe take that energy too, take that message, and allow yourself to just really be the mermaid of your life, the goddess of your life, the sort of the whole energy of being in that womb of yourself, and letting yourself really feel that. So the next card, which was card number 2, was the balance card. So if you pick that in the pick a card, and so it's interesting that this is the card we get for balance. It's the summer. I just got out of the water. I feel like it's all connected. And so there's got to be a message in this. So, you know, the balance card is like, it's like a surfer on the board, right? And I talk about this in the book. It's like a surfer on the board so that, you know, when you're balancing, it's like you've got to ride the wave. And it's not always standing still or rigid. It's like moving with the way the wave goes and remaining balanced in that. And that's what's being asked of you as we travel through the month of August. So the third card is the truth card. So this card says, take your cape off. Take it off, Superwoman. You know, we know who you are. We know you're amazing, but take the cape off and just let yourself be. Take a rest. There is lots of time for teaching. There's lots of time for being a role model in other ways, but sometimes we need to be a role model in our transformation by taking our cape off and being there present to it, and being a role model to our children, our grandchildren, our nieces, our nephews, our friends' children, those around us, those who we teach. Let them know that it's okay to take some time and just let yourself be. Even if you have to work through the month of August and you're not taking your vacation here, even if it's just on the weekends, then just make sure you take a little time to do some of that as well as we travel through this time. Now let me tell you a little bit about the full moon. The full moon this month is the sturgeon moon. And the reason the Farmer's Almanac calls it a sturgeon moon, and the reason they call it the sturgeon moon is because the sturgeons are actually easily caught at that time of year, August and the beginning of September. Some tribes call it the red moon, and I don't know if you noticed in the eclipse that just passed, and all sorts of things like the sun and the moon, they were just so brilliant and red, and that's why they call it the red moon. Others call it the grain moon. So there's different names that the moon is called. It's just interesting to know that that's one of the ways we reference it. But here's the thing that's really cool about the moon. The moon's always big and round. It's never small, so it's always big and round. But when it's a full moon, it's like everything is lined up. So the moon lines up with the sun, lines up with the earth, and that's why we see it as a full moon, that the gravity changes and everything lines up. So if you have something particular that you need to do, the full moon might be a really great time to do it this month of August. And have the consciousness that everything's lining up, the sun, the earth, and the moon. That's why we see it as a full moon. It actually has a full dark side of the moon, right? Like Pink Floyd would say, dark side of the moon. Because if you look at it from the other side, of course, that's the dark side. But we see it as a full moon. So also kind of interesting that Daisy came in as part of our reading in the very beginning. She's the transmuter of energy. Cats are the transmuters of energy. So, and it was interesting that we ended up with transformation and transmutation as our main themes in this reading. So very fascinating that Daisy was part of that as well. So you're going to have a lot of help as you transform and as you transmute in the month of August. So thank you, Daisy. Thanks for letting her be part of our reading. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, there's a Facebook group that's a private Facebook group that I would love to have you as part of. We do a self-care reading every single Friday, which we all really love, and many more things. We'll talk about this reading a little bit more in there as well. And I'd love to have you join. The link is below for you. Also, too, there's a Wild Woman Enchanted Facebook page. I'd love to have you there. And as well, you can join the mailing list, which is also down below in the links for you. And there is a PDF that you can download. It'll have your pick a cards there. They'll have the truth card. That's the truth card. That's number 3. The balance card and the sacredness card. I'll put them all there for you so that you can see them and you can actually reference them through the month of August. So feel free to pick up your free copy down below. All right, Wild Woman, that was really fantastic. I'm very glad that you were here. I hope this reading is helpful. Have a wonderful August. I'll see you in September. I can't wait to see how all of us transform through the month of August. That was a reading, very interesting reading for the month of August. Let me know what you think. All right, Wild Woman, take good care, be good to yourself, and stay wild. And I'll see you next time.